is The Night Shift.
On DubaiEye 103.8, the UAE's #1 talk radio station.
It certainly is, and welcome back into the show. A lady that we love to have join us quite often, really, on the show. Joins us once again in Shanice Michaels. How are you, Shanice?
I'm very good.
Yeah.
Happy to be back.
Big day for you today, isn't it?
Yes.
In fact, for all the Filipino community, right?
Exactly. Happy Independence Day. Maligayang Araw ng Kalayaan, Pilipinas.
Very nice. What did that mean? Try and translate it. Happy National Day.
Independence.
Independence Day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, congratulations to all our Filipino listeners. And I know there's a lot of you listening out there. We've also got joining us a guy who comes across to me as just a pure entertainer. As soon as I met him, I thought this guy is going to be brilliant. John Andrew, how are you doing, John?
Good evening. Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been trying to get you into the studio, but for one reason or another, you've not been able to make it. But you're here tonight.
I am. Not very well. It's that Dubai season where it gets really hot and dry and voice
affects
gets a
the
bit funny.
voice.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We're here today. So
Great, yeah, it is all good, and great to see you, John. So
you,
tell me a little bit about where you're from and early memories of music in your household.
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm originally from the northeast of England, and the earliest memory that I kind of had was my nana used to go into the community centre.
Yeah.
And I learned very quickly at the age of about 4 or 5 years old that going around lots of old ladies and singing a little bit of the theme tune to Heartbeat, we are going back a few years now, would make sure that you get £1 every time.
Okay.
I used to walk out with pocketfuls of money. And that was
Sound as a pound.
the first gig, Sound as a Pound.
Sound as a
indeed.
pound, yeah.
So yeah, we grew up with a lot of music in my house. You know, my mum was a singer in the clubs in the northeast when she
really?
was like 14 onwards. She was in bands and stuff.
What kind of stuff was she doing? What's
Probably the kind of music that you're playing tonight, actually.
Yeah,
you know,
really.
the kind
So
of
a
soul
lot of
and that.
80s sort of stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
70s.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So it kind of runs in the family, and all my sisters are singers as well. My sister Natalie, oh my goodness,
Right.
she has one of the most incredible voices as well.
Right.
So
It's interesting where you're from. What city are you from?
I was born in Middlesbrough, but I grew up in Redcar.
Right, okay.
Oh, Redcar. You have to say Redcar. if you're from
Redcar,
Redcar.
yes. So I'm from Manchester, or just outside of Manchester, and famously, I worked in clubs as well, playing keyboards, and a lot of acts would dread going to the northeast of England. It was like the graveyard for singers. If they didn't take you in the first 3 or 4 bars, they'd just ignore you all night. I mean, have you ever experienced that kind of atmosphere?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. They do say, the saying goes that if you can sing in the northeast, you can sing anywhere.
Yeah.
And, people in the northeast are hard-working men. You go to the club, they've got all... My friend lives in London, and she came up one weekend, and we had a full buffet on each table. Your pickled onions and your ham and peas pudding sandwiches. It was all that. And it's just a community feel, But once you're in that community and they get to know who you are and, you're singing for them every weekend, they absolutely love it. But yeah, it's tough. I've played some really tough crowds.
Yeah.
I think the pubs were worse than the working men's clubs, to be honest. I had some hairy moments in County Durham with a few places.
I'm glad I've never done gigs like that. I mean, has that ever happened to you in the Philippines, Shanice? Where an audience they're not really taking notice, they don't care.
I mean, they're very welcoming audience is always Filipinos, very welcoming. But never ever sang My Way after one guy already sang it. You might
really?
end up.
Is that bad luck?
It's a real story.
Right.
Do not overdo
Overdo it.
overdo it. Or singing My Way, particularly My Way.
So, John, I mean, turning professional as a singer, when did that happen? When did you realise that you wanted to make a career from it?
Yeah, I mean, I started working in Spain as an entertainer when I was 18.
In Spain?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I kind of just realised that, I
Benny
just wanted to...
or was it?
No, it was much more classier than that. It was Menorca. Although I did spend some time in Magaluf, but that's for another radio show completely. We had a hotel that I was entertainer in, and we used to have these singers coming in every week. And it wasn't until I was over there when I was 18 that I realised, hang on, you get paid to sing every night. And it wasn't a career option for me when I was at school.
No.
I thought you could either go into the West End or that was it.
Okay.
So being able to see other singers going around in hotels and singing, I was like, that's what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So I started entertaining, and then that very quickly moved into singing, and I went into a Westlife tribute, and I was doing theatre shows and cruise ships, and it was great.
Oh, lovely.
So,
where did you sail to on the ships?
it was South America.
Oh,
so
nice.
we were doing Brazil, Argentina, and Uruguay.
Going loco down in Acapulco.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brazil's amazing. My family comes from Brazil on my mum's side. And at the time, I was working in France, actually, and I left France because my granddad wasn't very well. And I came back to the UK, and I said, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to spend time with some family. And this opportunity came up to audition for Royal Caribbean. And my granddad was
I worked
like,
for Royal Caribbean
oh, really?
as well, yeah.
We probably were past strangers in the
I
night.
think different generations for sure. I was on Royal Caribbean around about 1982, something like that, and we'd sail out of Miami and all around the Caribbean islands, 5-day, 7-day, 10-day cruises. Sometimes we'd go down to New Orleans, and just amazing. Hard work, though, especially for people in the band, because we'd have cabaret acts coming on all the time, American, singers with some pretty hard dots that you had to read, and you'd be rehearsing all the time, and you'd be playing for the captain's cocktail, then you'd be up doing breakfast out on the deck. So it was hard work, but wonderful fun. I'm sure it's a similar experience for you.
Yeah, I had a great time. You were always on the go. From the evening shows, we were doing the cabarets on the weekends. We were teaching people how to tango on the afternoon. I can't dance the tango, but I taught it. It was great. I don't know whether I did teach the tango. Maybe there's a lot of people that went on that ship and came away, but thinking they were dancing the tango, but they weren't. I don't know.
Yeah. So coming to Dubai and performing in Dubai, talk me through how that happened.
Actually, I didn't come to Dubai to sing. That wasn't the reason I came here. I'm actually a primary school teacher. Oh. And I came over in December 2019, kind of mid COVID kind of crisis, thinking, I don't need to be back in the UK anymore. I'd been at home for about 10 years and I just needed a change. I needed something new, get out there. And I thought, I'm just going to apply for the first teaching job that I saw. And it was in Dubai, and luckily I got it. Wow. And I came over and started teaching. And then within about 4 or 5 months, I'd started working for Pizza Express on a Thursday night. It was doing the brunches at the time, which were on a Thursday evening before the weekend change. And it was just awesome. I loved it. I kind of took about a year or two out of singing. So it was just great to get back to it. And at the time, it was like, wow, in Dubai and, performing for audiences that weren't working men's club people, which was just so different, people that were really dancing from the first song to the last song. It was amazing. So I do that. So I work as a teacher during the day, and then I sing on a night.
What do the pupils think of that? Mr. He's a Mr. Andrew's a singer at the weekend.
I know, right? The kids love it. I mean, they tell me that to my face. Maybe they're embarrassed by they're like, oh, yeah, Mr. McGrath, you do really well. But while we're talking about it, I have to give a huge shout out to the kids, because I work at Regent International School. Okay. And the kids are just amazing. And they're actually doing the School of Rock, the secondary show at the minute. Wow. And they're doing
Don't tell me you're playing Jack Black.
It was the role that was born for me.
It was,
unfortunately, teachers aren't allowed to perform. I was like, no. But the kids who were doing it, absolutely amazing. And the most amazing thing about it is that they're all full live musicians. They've got the whole live band there as well. Great. So I have to shout out to the kids at Regent.
When's that? When's that performance?
Monday and Tuesday, and you can get tickets from the school reception.
Nice. Okay. Oh, yeah. Right. Well, we're going to hear you do a little tune for us. In fact, you're going to do two. This first one, an Ed Sheeran song. Are you a fan of Mr. Ed?
I love Ed Sheeran. He's just one of the best songwriters that we've got out at the minute. Him and Charlie Puth are just absolutely firing out songs. And I love this song primarily because it gets everybody dancing. So, yeah, let's do it.
John Andrew, then, you can see him live in town over at Pizza Express. We'll find out exactly when. But here he is with his first tune, Shape of You.
The club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and then we talk slow. And you come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Now take my hand, stop a van the man on the jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Yeah, I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm I'm in love with the shape of one weekend. We let the story begin. We're going out on our first date. You and me are thrifty, so go all you can eat. Fill up your bag and I'll fill up a plate. We talk for hours and hours about the sweet and the sour and how your family is doing okay. We're leaving, getting a taxi, then kissing the backseat. Tell the driver, make the radio play. And I'm singing like, girl, you know I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come on now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, let's not talk too much. Grab on my waist and put that body on me. Come on now, follow my lead. Come on now, follow my lead. I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. Yeah, I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. Yeah, I'm in love with your body. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with the shape of you. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 I'm in love with the shape of you. We push and pull like a magnet do. Although my heart is falling too. Yeah, I'm in love with your body. Last night you were in my room, and now my bedsheets smell like you. Every day discovering something brand new. I'm in love with your body. Come on, be my baby, come on. 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 Every day discovering something brand new. Yeah, I'm in love with the shape of you.
Wow, just brilliant. I'll tell you, that could be a new scene in the 2023 version of School of Rock.
Yeah, maybe it is.
That'd be absolutely... You'll be a superstar tomorrow. Are you in tomorrow at school?
Yeah. This is a bit late for me. It's like
I know.
I should be
you should be in
right
bed by now, shouldn't you? Yeah. We're going to come back and we're going to throw a few quick fire questions at you, John, if you don't mind, and find out a little bit more about you. And you're going to do an original song as well. So looking forward to that when we come back right here on The Night Shift.
Weather check with Air Arabia. Get an early start with Air Arabia's convenient city check-in service with locations in Sharjah,